And there's been a lot of worry in Japan, Adam, about holding the Olympics during the pandemic. I mean, what are people in Tokyo saying now, less than a week ago to go until the game?
Yeah, they have. A huge majority of locals here in Tokyo are firmly against the Games. They think it should be postponed in light of the pandemic. A lot of them still calling for it to be completely cancelled. There were even more protests tonight. There have been several throughout the last week or so here in Tokyo. There were more protests at a banquet that was organised by Thomas Bach, the IOC president, meeting with the Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga here in Japan. That was seen as a bit of a ceremonial event, but the public, a lot of locals in Tokyo were very angry that that was allowed to take place, given that they are under a pretty strict lockdown and not able to do so themselves, either in public or at home, either a gathering with several people. And they are in a state of emergency here in Tokyo, given the light of rising cases. We're at a 6-month high, so the highest number since back in January, and relatively low number of people that have been vaccinated fully against COVID, only about 20%, which is fairly low against compared to comparable countries around the world. And with those first positive cases that we've had within athletes at the village, we had 2 earlier on today. There weren't too many specifics given by the IOC. We were just told they were non-Japanese athletes, so those that had come in from abroad, but we weren't given any more details about them, their ages, their names, which teams they'd come from, even whether they were male or female. We weren't told any of that. Then a bit after that, a few hours later, 3 members of the South African under-23 football group tested positive. 2 players and 1 team analyst tested positive. So we knew a little bit more about those cases. And I think, as I said, over the next 5 days or so before the opening ceremony on Friday, there will be many more positive cases, you would think.